Hello, class. Today, we're going to talk about choosing your topic for your argument essay. Remember, your argument essay will be due on December 24th. That's the last day, official last day of classes at TIU. Though our classes will actually be finished the week before, your final essay will be due on the 24th. So today, let's talk about how you can choose the best topic for you for your argument essay. So choosing your topic for your argument essay. Step one, I want you to think about some rule that needs maybe implementing or removing or changing. Okay, that's probably the best way to think about an argument essay. We've looked at thesis statements, we've looked at basics of argument, and by now you should realize it should be something that maybe is a rule that needs changing or you want to see implemented or you want to see removed. That's why I often say that you should choose something close to your heart in terms of maybe your country or your city where you live, or if you're living in Japan, something in Japan you'd like to see or you'd like to see removed. That's probably a good start. So you want to start thinking about something maybe close to your heart, close to home, that needs removing or you want to see or you want to see changed. So something like this, right? Smoking should be banned. Voting must be made mandatory. Or something like this, assisted suicide needs to be legalized. And remember, you want to have one of these kind of words that describes the argument: should, must, needs to, ought to, has or have to, etc., etc. Okay, whatever your topic is going to be, you want to use one of these words in your thesis statement, and that's a good start for your topic. Step two, once you've done that, now you need to narrow it down. You need to narrow down your focus to a particular place and a particular context, okay? So those previous ones that I just looked at right now are too vague, all right? Smoking needs to be banned. Where? Okay, why? who needs to ban for who? Assisted suicide needs to be made legal, again, where? In Africa, in Brazil, in China? I mean, where, right? You can't just say something like nuclear power needs to be banned because you talk about the entire world. That's very unlikely. But if you pick one particular context, like for example, your country, that could be possible. Your government could outlaw nuclear power and go only to renewables or whatever. That's more likely, all right? And that's more feasible, that's more practical, probable. You need to focus down to a place and a context. So smoking should be banned. Well, where? Well, in public places in Japan. Okay, now we're talking, right? We're not saying it should be banned in people's homes or in people's cars if they choose to smoke, right? But public places, okay, that's realistic. And where? Well, in Japan. Okay. Voting must be made mandatory. Okay, well, for who? Where? What are you talking about? Oh, voting must be made mandatory for everyone over 18, for example, in Pakistan. Okay, and then you're going to give me all the background of voting in Pakistan and why it should be mandatory for people over 18 in Pakistan, not children, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, assisted suicide needs to be legalized. Again, for who, where, when, what, why. It needs to be legalized for terminally ill patients in the USA. And then your whole essay is going to be about assisted suicide in the USA. Okay, so that's why it's good to choose your country and your location and something you know well, and you know the rules of your country, you know the rules of your society, you know what you don't like or what you'd like to see or would like to see changed. And so you're pretty much a bit of an expert on that. You know the background before you even start writing your essay. So you want to go for something like that, and you want to pick a particular place and a particular context, because then it's more realistic and also you know a lot about it. Finally, again, like I just said, you just want to make sure it's something you know a lot about and you feel passionately about. Passionate's another one because you want to feel something that you're actually strongly, for or against. And that's why it's good to choose something, again, that is close to home and it affects you or affected you in the past, affects you now, and you'd like to see altered, removed, implemented, or changed. And then you can go from there. It's a good foundation for your essay. So just to give you an idea of some topics that are good topics, and I highly recommend you choose from this list. Any of these are fine. And I'd actually like to see something from this list for your essay would be great. Again, it doesn't have to like just be a rule like smoking or assisted suicide or death penalty or something like that. I mean, esports is fine too. That might affect a lot of you. Some of you people are very big in esports, and maybe you think it should be an Olympic sport. Maybe you've done some research on it before. That's a great topic, right? Any of these kind of things on this list would be fine for your topic. So if there's not, like maybe you want to see smoking banned in public places in your country, great. Maybe you have some other rule or you feel passionately about banning nuclear power or something, that's fine. But if you don't have something that comes immediately to mind or you feel passionately about for or against, choose from this list, okay? So I want you to take a look at this list. You've got a bunch of different topics like technology, economy, sports, ethics, education, health. Any of these are pre-approved. They'd be fine. You are going to be doing an argument outline for me again, like you did the cause and effect outline. So if you do something that's not on this list, I'm going to have to approve it. Okay. And so if you choose from this list, it's pre-approved, right? If you choose something different, I've got to approve it. And you might already be working on your essay, and then I'm going to come back and say, no, this is, you need to change it, or you need to just adapt it a little bit. So if you want to play it safe, maybe choose something on this list. Okay. If you do have something you'd like to do that's different than on this list, that's fine. Again, stick to what we just said, that you've got a local context and you've got a location, and it's something you're passionate about. But I will have to give the final say if it's okay or not okay. All right. So that's it for now, guys. Start narrowing down your topic. Okay. We've talked about a lot of different things. You can kind of understand now, thinking about it as a rule that you'd like to see changed or implemented or removed, specifically in your society or in your country, is really good. Something you feel passionately about. That would be a great topic for your argument essay. And you're going to argue in favor of or against. Okay. So that's it for today. I just want you, for homework, to do this. Start thinking, start brainstorming, come up with some ideas. Maybe you've got something, maybe you don't, but start thinking about what you're going to do for your argument essay, because it's coming up soon. Okay. We'll talk more about your cause and effect essays soon. I've taken a look at them. I'm going to do all that grading and corrections and advice that you need to do. I'll talk more about that in class this week. But for now, I just want you to start narrowing down your argument topic. Okay. All right, guys, I'll see you in class this week. We've only got 2 more classes, so start thinking about your argument topic now and really narrow it down, and let's lock it in. Okay, guys? All right, take care. I'll see you in class. Have a good week.